guys, welcome back to my channel. So before we get started in my normal like I'm so excited anyway, but I am really excited today, but anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. I just wanted to say thank you to all my new subscribers and thank you to Makeup Mugwump for mentioning me in her last video. So she had messaged me and was like, hey, can I mention you? I thought she was gonna be like, hey, I've been talking to this other YouTuber and we're kind of like debating about this palette. I didn't know she was gonna go in depth and say all the wonderful, sweet, nice things she said about me. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's like the sweetest thing ever. And then like all of a sudden I have like new subscribers and you guys are messaging me and it's like the sweetest thing ever. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And it's so fun to like talk to everybody and like chat and everything else. So, and of course, you know, everybody that's already been subscribed, I love you too. I do. I'm giving a shout out. I just thought it was like super sweet for her to mention me in her video, and I appreciate her subscribers that hopped over and were like, hey, she mentioned you. We hopped over, we looked, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so sweet. It's so sweet. So thank you. That really made my day, because you know me, I always have something going on during my day, you know. So it's the first day of like true like summer vacation. So now my 8-year-old is home and I'm like, this kind of like messes up the flow of like my normal routines. I'd like take her to school and then take the little one, we'd go grocery shopping, like do that whole thing. But like I don't feel so rushed, so it's kind of like a good thing. It's taken me longer to get here to sit down to do a video, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm on a time crunch because I got to go get her from school or what have you. So it's actually kind of nice, but it's just throwing off my prior routine, but I'm hoping that this new routine actually works out better. So anyway, just a side note, my name is Sarah. Apparently I nowhere along the way have ever told you guys my real name. Because I don't know. I just get on here and I'm like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And then she mentioned in her video, she was like, oh yeah, I don't even know her real name. And I was like, what? Really? Like, I've never said that? And I was like, oh Lord. I was like, that's embarrassing. So anyway, my real name is Sarah. So hi everybody. I probably should do like some kind of introduction video, but I don't know. I don't know how much you guys want to know about me. I know some people get nosy. You know, like nosy, and they'd be like, what do you do outside of this? So I don't know. You guys can comment if there's things that you want to know about me aside from my name. You can let me know below and like I'll address it another time. I don't know. I don't normally have an easy time. Like I'm not somebody that likes to sit and like talk about myself. Like I'll share experiences, but I'm not like, I don't know, somebody that's just like, oh me, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I'd rather sit here and chitty chat about makeup. So getting to it. So I don't know, I feel like my skin is like 47 colors right now because I was outside all weekend and my husband and I have decided that we are Bob the Builders and that we are going to build our own privacy fence because we were like, we really need we really need one because we have way too many living things that we need to contain in our yard. And like all these people around us are putting up these fences and I'm like, oh my gosh, like where are these people getting all this money? I'm talking about like these big like white vinyl fences, and you know, good for them, that's fine. But I'm like, dang, when we got an estimate on a vinyl fence, they were like 20 grand and I was like, 20 what? And they were like, yeah. So I'm like, I don't know, some of these neighbors just got it like that, I guess, but some other people have wood, and like we've been debating. So our other neighbors, sweet elderly couple, I love them, they got a wood fence put up, a 6-foot privacy wood fence, because that's like what we have to have in our neighborhood per our HOA. And I know, don't come for me, I know a lot of people are like, I hate HOAs. Look, it was a mad dash to find a house. We found a house, there's a HOA, like we just put up with it. But we are somewhat in the country and they're not too crazy like they were in our last neighborhoods. But it is what it is. So anyway, you have to have a 6-foot privacy fence. So we decided that we were going to do this, and it is so tiring. But like I had my whole hat on and like everything, and then I was like, oh, I've got like this hot like farmer's tan going on. So I was like, well, let me put on a tank top, try to like even it out. And then I ended up getting like burned on my shoulders, and I was like, well, that defeated all of that. So then I had to put a shirt back on. So now like from here down, I'm like darker, and then it's just a mess. So I feel like I did get color on my face, because that's what this whole thing was about, is like was about my face being multiple colors. So anyway, I've been going through my foundations, and then I opened my drawer that had more foundation in it because I really didn't think I had that many. But I found this, and just kidding. I found this in there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember I absolutely loved this Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. And I have two different colors because one's like a light medium, and then the other one is tan medium deep. So I don't know. And then I added some bronzer. I think it darkened me. I don't know. Maybe a bit much. Now in my mirror, I don't look as dark as I look on there. So I think I need to play with my camera some because I feel like my lighting is a bit off. Like not the lighting, the coloring in my camera. So I need to re-go over like my settings. But I don't think about that until I get on here and then I look at it and then I say it to you guys. I'm like, oh, you should take time to do that. Yes, I know. But anyway, life is the life. You know, I don't think about it sometimes till I get here. But anyway, I use that, and I use the Glass Corrector Primer Base. And I actually do like it. And I don't remember why I stopped using it. I feel like I got a lot of transfer from it. And I don't know if that's like when COVID was going on and like I was getting a lot on my mask. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I looked just to make sure that this still is available. And the price has gone up because I feel like I only paid like $4.50 for it or $5, and it looks like it's $5.50 at Target now, which, you know, still fairly affordable. And then Ulta has it for $6.99, which again, Ulta's always a little bit more expensive, but if you have points, you know, you might be able to get it free depending on how many points you have. So anyway, after this hella long introduction, I apologize. I am so excited. I have a Colourpop box. You know, it wasn't my last video. The video prior to my last video where I did their liquid eyeshadows, I was not happy with those. I was not happy at all. But this box I am very happy about. So I'm not using this palette today, but I got the Aurora Struck palette. When it came out, I like really wanted it, and then I was like, oh, it's not on anything, and then it sold out, and I was like, that looks so pretty. So I had to wait for it to get restocked. Oh, it's so pretty. I cannot wait to use these colors. They're just such a variety of color. Ooh, like this pale greenish color, these darker greens, even these lavenders over here, and then pinks. There's like a lot you could do with that. There's a lot going on in here, and I'm super excited about it. I just thought I'd show you. That is a video coming soon. I don't break it. Jeez. Let me put that down. Oh. Are you guys ready for this? I'm so ready. Like this thing, I need to get on here and figure out how much I paid for this. I got the Blue Velvet Pressed Powder Palette. Oh my gosh, look at those blues. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that I have an obsession with blue eyeshadow. Blues, greens. Like, I love all the colors, you know. I love all the colors, but like blues and greens, oh, they get me so excited. So, I don't even know how old this is, but I think this is one of the ones that they carry at Target. I guess I went on like a whole, like, I'm not getting on there lately. I don't know. I must have been looking around. Ooh. Did I get it on sale? It doesn't tell me on that paper, so that's worthless. I usually try to go on and get things on sale, but maybe I had a coupon or something. But it shows online that this is $14. Ugh. That's kind of poop. I hope I didn't pay that. 14 divided by 9. That's $1.55 a shadow. So, I don't know, but look how pretty it is. So, that's what I'm going to use today. But I also got, where is it? This Jelly Mutt shadow. I'm not a fan of the packaging because my big old ham hands. So, I had a hard time opening the container because it's like a ginormous like amount of lid and then this little tiny bit down here of like container to grab, and like I don't know if my hands are just sore from doing this dumb fence all weekend and like grabbing things, but I was like, oh, I can't really get into that. But oh, when I finally did, okay, it looks all crusty, just don't mind that. But look at that color. Oh, it's so pretty. Why do I smell things? I don't know. things if they have a smell. It doesn't, it kind of smells a little bit like a crayon. A little bit, but not too much. Not too crazy that I'm like, ooh, I don't like that. I think this was a set called Out of the Blue. So I got the Crystal Crush, Outer Space. I hate packaging. Outer Space. Ooh, that reminds me of like, it says outer space, but it reminds me of like the deep ocean. Like, you know how like the ocean, like it's just all these different blues and then, oh, I need to say it. Hold on. I got too excited. Prance. So I got these 3 eyeliners. Hopefully that picks up so you could kind of get an idea for what they look like. So I bought all these, and of course it came into town when I was out of town, running around like crazy, and I've just had it sitting there waiting to do a video. So I'm excited about that. And then also in this little haul of mine, oh, this is so pretty. I bought their Super Shock Shadow Ultra Glitter. It's called Angelic. Oh, look how pretty that is. It's like such a pretty lavender color. Look at that. It's like this icy lavender. Ooh, it's so pretty. I can't wait to use that. I think I'm going to wait and use that on that Aurora video though, when I do that palette. So anyway, I think I've chit-chatted enough. So if you want to see what I do with this guy here, then just keep watching. Oh, so you see this little gray hair, this thing, you see Wild Sue up here? So my hair, like I have gray hairs coming in, and it's been like a whole debate on whether I want to like, here, let me zoom you back out because this is weird. Hold on. Whoa, wrong way. So let me zoom you back out. So I've been having like this whole debate because like my gray hair is coming in. Like if I dig through here, like you'll see the silvers, but like look how textured they are. Like they're really coming in like super textured. And then today, like I put my hair up, and this one, you probably can't see it, but it is sticking straight up, and she is like crinkly, and I'm like, I don't know if I can commit to a full head of hair like that. Like if it's all gonna come in like that, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But I don't know if dyeing is gonna do anything for it or to it or what. I don't really know. I guess honestly, if the grays keep coming in, they're eventually gonna take over regardless of what color they are, right? Oh, I don't know if I'm ready, and I don't know what else to do with it. I hope it comes in light, because then I was always like, oh, if I do get light gray hair and it comes in, then I can dye it like a pretty pastel color, because I was never able to do like pastel colors on my hair. Like I've had purple hair, green hair, blue hair, and then I tried to do like all 3 at once to kind of be like that oil slick, but it never quite came out that shiny. But anyway, and I've had pink hair. What else? I don't know. Anyway, just doing like the whole bleaching thing, it's just like a lot of maintenance, a lot of upkeep, things of that nature. So then I was like, oh, if my gray hair does come in and it covers everywhere, then I can like just do a full head of like, I always wanted really light lavender, kind of like that grayish lavender. I was like, that'd be so pretty. It really would. So I don't know whether to commit to this. I don't know. She looks a little crazy. So anyway, don't mind that. Let me zoom you back in. Sorry if my throat is a little scratchy. My 3-year-old has a bit of a cold. I thought it was allergies at first, but he definitely has a bit of a cold. And you know how they are. They like come up and they're like, oh, hi. And then sneeze in your face. And I was like, thank you for sharing that with me. And he's like, it's okay, mommy. You're my best friend. And I'm like, thanks, bud. Love you too. So anyway, like now my throat's all like scratchy and my nose is starting to get runny, and I'm like, I don't want the funk. So anyway, I do apologize if I'm like like clearing my throat while I'm doing this video. Might be kind of annoying. So anyway, ooh, I'm so excited. Do I do 2 different looks? Ooh, I think I might. I don't know. I feel like this video is gonna be long. Ah, screw it. Let's do 2 looks. I kind of want to do like this baby blue. Ooh. All right, let's just jump into it. I'm going to go in with this color here. What's that say? Forever Mood. And I'm gonna pick that up on this BH, it just says diffuse brush. So you guys know when I start busting out random brushes I haven't used on prior videos, it's time to wash my brushes. Because my tried and trues are dirty. Anyway, okay, so let's see. We'll go over here first. Let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty light, like pastel blue. A little touch of color. We'll do that, and then I think, ooh, do I want to do that on the inner corner? I really want to see what this is going to be like. So I'm going to pick that up on, what is this? Luxie 245 small shader brush. I promise it's clean. What is that? I think it just looks like that. I might have stained it with something. Let me pick that up. Super pretty. Let's see. Ooh, look how sparkly. Oh, is it gonna wipe away? I feel like some's over here. Alright, so let's see. Let's see if I can pick a little bit up on my finger. This is called Dabadi. I don't know. These people come up with such dumb names for colors. I don't know. They probably they have so many colors they just run out of ideas maybe. I don't know. Definitely get better coverage using my finger. But again, I don't mind using my finger. My fingers aren't tiny. So like trying to get all up in there where I need it to be becomes a little bit of a struggle. So I'm gonna pick that color up again on the brush and see if I can get a bit more coverage. This feels like, it says it's a pressed powder palette. It feels very, even though it's got like sparkle in it, it feels very dry and very powdery. So I don't think I want to spray that. It's a pretty color though. Ooh, it is pretty. Okay, let's do, what should I do? Let's go with this little guy. What is this? This is a little Morphe brush. It's like a little Morphe pencil brush, but it's a little stubby guy. I think I want to go in with Capri. There's blue out here. Tap that off. Make sure everything's still recording. And I'm gonna go out here on this outer oh, okay. Ooh. That's got nice color payoff for first application. All right. I'm gonna bring it in. Is it gonna stay though? Is it gonna build up on each other? Let's see. I'm just gonna build that up out here on that outer corner. Like that. And then I'm gonna go back in with that prior brush and just tap over where they meet up, just ever so light. To get a blend between the two. And then I think I'm gonna take that first brush and go right along the edging just to diffuse those two colors so it doesn't look so harsh. I'm gonna go back in with that Capri color and deepen it. It's definitely a color that's you need to deposit it where you want it. and then you can soften it a bit, but I don't think it's gonna, it's not a color that I feel like you could put somewhere and then blend it out. Ooh. Do like that. So I'll leave it like that, and then I think, ooh, which one do I want to do? So I did that light in the middle. I don't know. I feel like, well, there's some sparkle. I was gonna say, I feel like when I first applied it, so I'm gonna apply some more with my finger, but I feel like when I first applied it, it had like so much shimmer and sparkle in there. And then, you know, after blending back and forth, it was like gone. It wasn't as intense. So I think now I'm going to take this Colourpop E29 brush, and I'm gonna go into I Feel Ya. I'm gonna put this on the inner corner and into that blue color. Let me just see. I don't know. This might be disastrous. I'm gonna get it wet because I want to see. It does seem so powdery though. I don't know. Might be a bad decision. Oh, and I just used my Morphe Luminous setting spray. Like always. I mean, this bottle has been going and going. It's literally the same bottle every video. I have not repurchased that. But I mean, I guess I only use it for like makeup looks. So that definitely intensified it. Is it gonna make it crusty? Hold on, I don't know if it's gonna make it crusty. I feel like some of that lighter blue, I keep wanting to say dabba dabba doo because that's what that looks like. Dabba dee. Is that from like the song? You know, I don't want to get hit with some copyright nonsense if I keep singing it, but if you know, you know. So I'm gonna blend back and forth over those two because I'm not really sure. Oh. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling like something funky with this blue shade in the center of my lid. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna wet it because I don't know if it's that, if it's just a crappy shade. I don't know. Let's see what that does. I don't know. That shade's kind of irking me. Not really sure. So I got it wet and then it looked like it was like pulling off, but I don't know. I don't know. Because if that's the case, then, you know, Colourpop is struggling with some blues. Because that liquid thing, that liquid shadow really irritated me. I was getting so frustrated. So let's just move on from this for a momento. And let me get, I don't know, let's try this one. This is a Sigma, oh, what is this, a blending E25 brush. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one, the first color I used, to see how that goes underneath. I honestly didn't need a new brush if that was the case. I think I thought I was gonna go in with a different color. So I picked up a new brush. I could just use that first brush I was using, because now I got two dirty brushes. I'll put some out here just to get that. Like, I like it, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Something ain't sitting right. Let me see. I might need to, I'm gonna get a smaller, denser brush. I'm gonna use this Colourpop E28 brush And I'm gonna pick up that same color. I think I'm gonna stipple it on underneath, and then I want to go back in with the I Feel Ya color, and I'm gonna put that down bottom. And I am getting fallout. If I've said it once, I've said it twice. Do your face makeup last. I do not. But again, I'm not going anywhere, so it's just sake of time. I don't know. It's because I do it and then I sit down to do these and then I'm like, oh yeah. I feel like this icy white color is now more blue. So that's the icy white. And having it on my face like that, I feel like maybe touching it back and forth where I went over that other blue color, I feel like it picked up more blue and has now turned it blue. Let me see. Sometimes I just make a mess. Like, I mean, does that look a little similar? I just feel like it still has like, well, you know what? Honestly, it's got a little bit of blue like tint to it. It's not purely, like in the pan, that to me looks like a pure white, but then as I swatch it, see the difference? It's got like a blue hue to it, so might just be like that, not necessarily what I'm doing wrong. So anyway, I think I want to take this flat definer brush. This is on fleek. It's from Beauty Bay. I think it's that rose gold, the rose gold collection that I got. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into that color Capri that I used on the outer corner. I'm going to press that into there. And then I'm going to stamp that along the lower lash line. Like that. And then I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush and blend ever so lightly underneath. And as you can see, I'm only going in one direction because I feel like if I start swiping in both, it's really honestly going to take more of that color away. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. I don't know, but I think I want to... Ooh, do I want to go dark or do I want to go light? Let me see. Oh, that's really dark. That's almost like a gray. This one looks like a deep... Ooh, this one's like a pretty periwinkle. And then this one is This one has more of a turquoise focus. So there's the three colors of... These are here. The three colors of eyeliners. What do I want to do? I think that's just like not gonna make any difference. Maybe I do want to go dark. All right, well, hold on a second, because if you know, I have to get all up in the mirror because I'm like super special with this. Hold on. Okay, so I used the darker liner Outer Space. I'm getting more like a dark deep gray more than, I don't know what I would call it here, which would be like a deep bluish color of sorts. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to the other eye before I make a mess out of this one. Any more of a mess out of that one. So I'm gonna go in with this diffused crease brush by Sigma. It's an E38 brush. I think I'm gonna go in with Lagoon. I'm gonna go in with this color. Cut that off. The color gonna blend out. That's a pretty color. Bring it down some. And I'm gonna blend it in. Seems to be blending all right for a blue color. I feel like don't particularly blend well, but I still think if you're going to want with, no, I feel like a lot of the pressed pigment colors, it's more or less you got to put it where you want it and then, you know, diffuse your outer edge to get a nice blend. I think that's what a lot of shadow has changed to over the years. It's just pressed pigment. You know, kind of what it says, you just press it. Yeah. It's probably just to get that depth of color. It is a pretty color. I like it. Maybe I like this eye better than the other eye. I don't know. It's kind of growing on me over here though, but I'm not so sure. What am I doing? I was like, oh, I thought I had my mirror in my hand. Yeesh. Jeepers creepers. All right, so I'm doing it. I need to use these shimmers, so I'm gonna go in with this one first. I'm going to go in with this Morphe M421 brush, just a flat brush. Let's see. I don't really know that this color is gonna do much on a brush, but let's see. I think I'm gonna place that. Yeah, definitely not. This is more like a glitter. So let's pick that up. Ooh, I hope it comes out that pretty. It looks really pretty. Let's do that. Oh, I didn't use my Jelly Much shadow. Shoot. Ooh. Hold on. Let's see. Poop. That is so pretty. That is so, so pretty. So you probably want to put down a glitter glue of sorts that this could really adhere to. I don't know. Let's see. Sometimes I can then, if I get like a base, I can then pick it up on a brush because it picks up onto the brush, then get it wet. Let's put that. To get some nice coverage, and then I feel like it keeps the glitter there. Like that. Ooh, so I'm gonna leave that like that for a moment because, oh, I was gonna use this one here in the middle, but I feel like I really want to try this Jelly Much shadow, but oh, I don't know. That might jack up the whole look. Oh, I can't get it open now. Jeez Louise. My luck, I'm gonna pull it. I'm pulling on it. There's so much resistance to it, and then I'm gonna end up flinging it, and it's gonna go all over my damn carpet, and I'm gonna be so mad. Not gonna lie, I like the Jelly Much shadows, but they feel so gross. They feel so gross sometimes. So let me pick that up. That's what it looks like blended out. Oh, look at that. Okay, look, let's do it. I might need to blend that out though. That's what it looks like on my finger. But let's see. Ooh, I think I'm gonna use this thing. I feel like this could be very disastrous. Like you pick that color up, like the Jelly Much, and then I don't know, it's on my finger, and then I touch one thing and it just like it's everywhere. You know, kind of like ink. When you get like an ink, like when ink runs out of a pen, and then you're like, where'd that come from? And then you touch something and there's like literally ink everywhere. I feel like that's what this would do. So let's see. Oh, I'm so excited. Do they not look super similar. Now being on the eye next to each other. Huh. Did we just prove our theory that Colourpop just takes a lot of the same colors over and over? So that definitely looks a lot like that middle color right there that is on the center of my lid. So maybe if you're considering that, you know, that's called wavy. If you're considering the Jelly Much shadow or, you know, this palette, maybe that is something there that, you know, you'd be like, oh, that color actually looks a lot like the one in the palette. So let me just get the whole palette. Because I'm pretty convinced that they are pretty much the same color. Now, I don't know. I wonder if I go in with this brush side. Yeah, like rubbing over it. It's not going to blend out like it did on my hand when I rubbed it out and it came out with that color, which that would kind of be pretty. Oh, come on. Come on, camera. That would be pretty, like the shimmeriness to it, but well, let's just go with what we've done. You know, I don't know what I'm doing here in this video. I'm making a mess. Let's see. I don't know, I'm necessarily a fan of these matte blues. So that is a lot lighter. I wonder what this would look like. I'm going for it. I wonder what that would look like on the inner. This is called Evil Eye. I wonder what that would look like over top of that one in the inner corner. Over top of that Jelly Much shadow. To make a little bit of contrast there. Do I dare get it wet? That is definitely a pretty blue. That's a pretty blue. Ooh, look at that. Now I'm gonna take this BM X420 detail brush. It's a Moto Pro brush. And I'm gonna go into this deep color here called At Midnight. Tap that off. And I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna slightly bring that into the crease a little bit. Carry that color through. I'm getting fallout. That wasn't the best idea because I need to now the blue right here. So again, do your eye makeup first when using dark colors. It's just the best thing to do. So I'm going to apply that middle color over top this deep At Midnight color to get some of that shimmer in there. Ooh. I bet that would be really pretty, like doing like a really, like doing this deep dark color all over your lid and then going in with this wavy color. I bet that'd be so pretty for like a deep smoky eye. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a good idea, but I feel like I'm not accomplishing that at all. I don't feel like this glitter is going over top of that matte. Not from what I can see. Not the way I want it to. I I'm not so sure I want to get it. I don't know. Let's try it. Why not? Let's try it. I'm gonna get it wet and see if it'll apply a little better. I don't know what is going on. There we go. So I'm getting, if I pull it out, it's hard to see, but I am getting it over there. You just need to get it wet so it would lay down on it. And it didn't actually take away that Add Midnight color. I think I'm going to do this in my waterline, but what do I want to do underneath? I think I'm going to go in with that Lagoon color. This one here. I'm going to go in with this one here. I hope I don't get this all over my face. Okay, I think that's just too big of a brush. Hold on. I thought I was going to be able to swing it, and then as I started pressing it in, I'm like, no, don't do it. Abort mission. Abort. Abort, abort, abort. I think I'm going to go in with this Step 1 for the Money, the Vintage Cosmetics Company brush. It's just a fluffy brush, but it's like not super wide. See? So I'm going to pick up that Lagoon colors. I think it will deposit just enough where I'll, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's going to deposit where I want it. I'm just going to go all the way from inner corner to outer and get a nice coloring, and then I'm gonna go in with another, well, I don't know, I think this is an eyeliner brush. What is it? Just Wing It. So it's an eyeliner brush, but I'm gonna use it because it's nice and small. And I'm gonna stamp this At Midnight color, the one that's on the outer corner. I'm going to stamp that down here along the lower lash line just to make that connection, and holy goodness, I have got so much fallout on my face right here. So again, these colors are messy. I'm going to leave that kind of like that. I think I'm going to go back in with the brush there that I used, Lagoon, and just blend underneath that midnight color. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this Crystal Crush. Do I have this color already? I'm gonna be really annoyed if I have this already. I'm gonna put this Crystal Crush in my lower waterline, and I'll be right back. I do have this color already. That is so dumb. So here's the new one. This is the new one. This is the one. So they changed the packaging on it, but see the tip of it? This one is Crystal Crush, and it came with the Palm Beach collection they had. But look at that. Do they look the same? That's them. See? So, oh gosh. Don't be dumb like me. Pay attention to what colors you're getting. I was like, oh, look at these blues. But then as I said that again, I was like, oh, I feel like I have it. Oh, I got had. They got me. You got me, Colourpop. But it's a good thing I like this color. I feel like sometimes when I do eyeliner in my lower waterline, like, you can't see it unless I'm like looking down. I don't know. Oh, and they're not wanting to come off. So anyway, they're cute. That's nice. Pay attention to what you already have. So, all right. I think I am going to maybe one more time attempt to put, oh, that's a cute little brush. Get Lippy, this little lip brush. It's again a Beauty Bay brush that came in that rose gold collection. You go a couple videos back, you'll see it. I'm going to put that on the inner corner. like that. So I think I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna hop off. I don't know. I did a liner up here. I don't know if I'm gonna do something here. I might just pop on some lashes, do something on the lips. I don't know. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the finished look. And I feel like that took way longer than it needed to, but thankfully for you guys, I was only gone for like a second. I went ahead and put on these Ardell Wispies. So they're like a multi-pack. You know how like you have to like pry up the end and then peel it off? Well, like these ripped out. Like the ends of it ripped out, so then I had to cut more, and then I was like, well, this one looks longer than the other one, so it was like a whole to-do. So that was annoying. And then I'm like lining my lips with my Milani Color Statement lip liner in Pretty Pink, and literally the tip of it falls off. So I was like, what is happening here? So I had to deal with that, and then yeah, so it was just a to-do with the lashes. The lashes are big, they're fun, but I'm not really sure why like the ends of them ripped off, because they're, I mean, they're very large, and I feel like I'm only working with like that much of them now because all of, you know, like 2 sections pulled off. Me trying to get them out of the package. So anyway, there's that. So let me go ahead and zoom out, and then we'll talk about this palette, but just in case my spazzy behavior kicked in, here I'm gonna show you the finished look again, like that. And now I'm gonna zoom out. So here we go. Like here's one, the lighter one, and then here, you know, the darker eye. Do I like it? Honestly, I feel like it took a lot of work. I feel like these eye looks took a lot of work. Now, I'm not saying that some eye looks don't take a lot of work. I don't know. I just feel like I had to work really hard with them. I do like these 2 shades. Like, I like the shimmery shades. Am I super impressed with like the lighter shades across the top? Not really. Not, you know, not really. I don't know. I'm just not super excited about it. Like, I feel like it was gonna look a lot different than what it turned out like, so maybe I'm just disappointed from that aspect. Like that center color, like looking at it, I feel like I was super excited when I first applied it because it had all this sparkle, and the sparkle's gone. I mean, some of it's transferred up to here, but it's not like I look at it and I'm like, ooh, look at all that sparkle in the center of my lid, because I don't see it. I mean, I see it in the pan, you know, I see it in there. You know, I swatch it, it's there, but like on my eye, it's not there, and that's annoying to me, because that's what I want. If it comes off like that, and I'm like, ooh, that's what I'm expecting, and then I look at it, and I'm like, well, that just looks like a matte, like, baby blue. So, you know, in this, I expected it to be like an icy white. Like, it's kind of neat that it has like a blue shift to it, I suppose, but again, looking at it, I was like, oh, I'm expecting white, like, that's really gonna open up the center, you know, the inner part of my eye and like pop, but then I was like, oh, is it just me? I don't know. It's a little patchy. I guess my point is, for $14, I don't know, I hate to say it, but I feel like we probably all have another blue palette. If anything, like, I have the Revolution, and I got on to look, and this isn't available anymore, but I had the Ice palette, and I absolutely loved this palette. I loved how the colors applied. So in my estimation, I am going to reach more, when I want to do a blue look, I'm going to reach more for this Ice palette. Ooh, hold on, I just had a thought. I'm gonna reach more for that Ice palette, or I forgot about this. I was like, I know there's another blue palette I'm not thinking of. The BH Cosmetics Bubblegum palette from their Sweet Shop collection. I love this palette, I love this formula, I love how these apply. I think for me, instead of getting so excited, because obviously here I've made 2 rookie mistakes. I don't even know if they're called rookie mistakes. I think that's just me being a hoarder and not being aware of what I have, which is why I need to do another declutter, which is why I probably didn't declutter enough. But I mean, I even bought I mean, based on the outside of them, it didn't register with me until I read the color. But I bought an eyeliner that I already have. So I probably should have, instead of jumping on to get this one, I should have looked through my stash, which we should all do. Look through what we already have and then see and be like, okay, let's compare. Because I definitely had two really good blue palettes already, so I didn't need to spend my money on this. That's just, you know, me being honest. And then it's called In the Springs, so just to kind of backtrack a little bit, the In the Springs palette is what I got, that original. I thought it was called Palm Springs, but it's called In the Springs. Yeah, that's why I got this original one. So anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I probably didn't need it. I do like the Jelly Much shadow, but we all saw that putting that on, it looked a lot like the center shade. So again, I think purchasing Colourpop stuff, you probably should, if you have a lot of makeup, look through your stash, see what you have before you go buying other things they make, because I know they make a lot of very similar colors, because how many damn colors can you come up with, you know what I mean? So like they'll take one and then they vary the shade a little bit this way and then they vary the shade a little bit that way towards lighter and darker, kind of like, you know, when you could do like a custom color on the computer when you're doing like font and it comes up with the color wheel and then you can maneuver it. I think that's what they do. They're like, oh, let's just add like an extra like dab of white and it's gonna change the shade just a very minute amount, and then they're like, oh, we have this whole new color, you know. That's just, in my opinion, that's what they do. So just check your stuff. I think if you don't have a blue palette, again, you know what, I honestly, if you want to play with blues, maybe, but I think, again, I had to work really hard with this, so I'm not even sure this would be a good beginner blue palette. I don't really think so. That's just, you know what, shoot me. I just don't think so. I just don't think anything applied nice enough to be like, oh yeah, that's a bomb blue palette. Go get it, go try it. I think they have other blue palettes too. I feel like they had one in cardboard. I don't know, maybe they've changed their formula because this is offered at Target. I don't know. Is it like a whole thing? I don't know, but I don't know. Look around. There might be something else better. Because these two, again, these two aren't even on the market. So I don't even really know off the top of my head like what to recommend. So boot on me for not having a better recommendation for you. But my recommendation is you probably could pass on this blue one if you're not familiar with blues. How about that? Because you have to work. And it's not very forgiving. And it's a little shoddy. Anyway, okay, I think I've talked enough in this video, and now my camera is overheating, so I hope it's recording, and now my battery's on 7%. That's my life. So anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you, and I hope this video was informative. I hope it helped you make a decision on what you want to buy, what you don't want to buy. If you have it, you love it, let me know. If you have it and you hate it, let me know. Let's chat about it. So as always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this.